Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 496 of Factorio with the Z-Block mod, where we have just been making sure that we can get rid of this sulfur from our chrome production, where we get sodium sulfate, so we had to get rid of sodium and sulfur from there. And that should now be finished. We're just turning that into sulfuric acid, sorry. Obviously. Why is this not running though? Because we lack water? Oh, because our only production of water is from here. I hadn't considered that. Maybe we should just have a emergency supply of water or something. Where is the water supposed to go? In there. That can't really be transferred all the way down here though. Unless we do something smart with it. We can have pipes in here, for example. It's difficult to bring it out though. How do we fix that? We have been clarifying a lot of it. And that's bad. But yeah, we can't not make something to do this for us. Oops. We need to do some hydro plant stuff. And we need to somehow get that water in. I'm gonna steal some space from the beacons. I don't think we necessarily need beacons all the way down. But even with that, it's still going to be difficult. Or maybe not. If we do this, we have plenty of space out here. And just out of curiosity, can we fit in hydro plants in this area? No. We need one more tile for that. Okay. But we could bring it out here. And then we could bring it in right around here. We are getting some water now because we got purified water in. We could store a bunch of the purified water and only overflow in there. I would want a lot more storage though. Maybe we can actually just live with this amount. I think that might actually be okay. Because we are producing a lot more purified water here than we need, right? 1 sulfur to 70 purified water. 1 sulfur becomes 60 sulfur dioxide. 1.5 times that needs 40 purified water. So 1.5 sulfur to 40 purified water. So we can easily make a lot more purified water than we need, yeah. And we shouldn't really be getting that much sulfur in by itself, I don't think. So we're gonna try and do that. Purify less, store more. Could even add some bigger storage closer to out here, I guess. That's not really possible on this side though, but then we could maybe do it, I'm not gonna do that. Or maybe we're just gonna move it out 1 tile or something. And maybe even connect it from both sides like that then. Sure. And I mean, we can add as much as we want. We need these to just turn out some more water before we... Actually, these are prioritized. That could be bad. Let's connect these as well, just in case. So these are not able to get rid of their stuff because these belts are already full because of loaders. Should we do inserters instead of loaders, just so we don't saturate the belts fully? So that seems like a bad idea. And again, we shouldn't really need that much throughput of the raw sulfur. But also upgrade the belts. Just making sure that we are making some extra water here. Good. Okay, so now we're actually out of the wastewater, but hopefully we have enough water stored. Don't. But as long as these are not full. Should be okay. Do we need a backup plan for that though? Maybe we could just have one of these input into chests, or maybe even into this requested chest. Then this machine should always be allowed to work. Or this row of machines, and that should be good enough. I think. Worst case, we aren't able to use too much of this. And I guess also worst case, only this row will ever work. But that's okay, I think. Especially if we just speed it up a bit. We are getting lots of sulfur, but that was because we had a bunch of sulfur... Oh, sodium sulfate, sorry. Backed up in here. We don't anymore. Don't have any extra sulfur there, and we are below 100 in all of these chests. Good. But we do have, what, 24,000 plus some extra here. How are we doing on robots? Just fine, it seems. I guess that's because we put in a bunch of sulfur to here. We're actually clarifying the stuff. Not at the moment, at least. And have a pump right here. We can remove this belt though. And then we can have a pump. Just to get a little bit more of it down. In case we would ever start clarifying it. I'm not sure if we should, but it's fine. Good. I think we're okay here. Yes, sure. So, our goal was, well, more glass at some point. I think we got to be okay on that. Except that we're not. Because of lime, which is almost a full train now, but if we have emptied out, that is not enough production to keep up with everything else. Lime is just up here, right? Yes. Let's have a look at that. And then it is on to the next science, I think. Unless we distract ourselves with something else. So doing fine. It would have been nice if we had brought all of this closer to where it needs to go, but let's not worry about it. Are we low on power still? No. These just seem a bit slow, but I guess that's just how they are. And I guess we can just put beacons in. If we have any beacons left. Am I blind? I have 8 beacons. Okay. These are able to keep up easily, right? Yes, good. That gave us a noticeable increase of lime. It's noticeable, but is it enough? From 1.6k to 2.8, 2.9-ish? No. We should go grab some more beacons. We should also at some point look into making these things that we need to launch, but I think we're gonna be okay on that. Like that, or take that, I guess. Did we get anything else? No. Good. Lots of beacons. Give me some modules as well, or some. And then we are ready to go back out. Yep. Good. And we were going to lime. Okay. I bet you that that's more than enough lime for our needs. Limestone as well, but that should be in the same production line. So this puts into its own chest, yeah. And also transfers some. Good. Oh, we should get rid of this, by the way. Do we have charcoal here? No. Why was it I should get rid of that? It seems to be working fine. Is that just because we only have that as a request here? Maybe that's okay then? Since these have all been working just fine. Let's assume that. Are we not able to keep up with the water or something here? No, we are. So this outputs stuff that a lot of the machines needs. And this is the only thing that makes light mud water, is that right? And we need that into all of the limestone production. And only some of these are getting enough of it. I guess these bottom machine or end machines are a lot less beaconed than the others. Are those directly above each other? I think so. Good. Oh, now the water can't keep up. These only supposed to make 300 per second? Really? Space to do that, I think we do. I guess we can move that out one tile, but that's still not great. That is still not great. So we would want one more tile. Potentially we want even more? No. At least not for that machine, but these require even more water, of course. They are beaconed up twice as much. And yes, they do require more. If we do something like this, that might be fine. Are those the same length? Yes, good. Is it enough? Yes, good. Do we have enough flat mud water? No, not good. And we didn't actually speed these up. Bill doing fine. Not enough normal water. Yay. That's more of a problem. Unless we just put water at the other end as well. Doing on limestone. Just as with lime, I guess. But I think, well, hopefully it's enough. Let's get some of this land out of here. Tiles for that, okay. I guess we should do that with 3 tiles. And some land in there. Oh. We seem to be doing good. Let's not wait too long for this, or this for that matter. Good. I think that'll be fine over time. Do we need more robot charging? We could work on putting this stuff on a belt. As well as directly in there. That's lime. This is limestone. I need to remember that. Which one do I want to bring for the robots? Which are we exporting more of? We have 5 trains coming for limestone. Okay, that's more than I would have thought. Only 2 for lime. These are, however, full trains just for lime. So is that for limestone? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought we just had trains that shared limestone or something. No. We should just pick one of them to get closer. But if the robots are doing okay, maybe it's not a problem. Let's not worry about it. So as limestone now, or lime, it has silicon powder. It is outputting. We have a good amount of glass, not full or anything. But I think that's fine. I'm gonna go home for a bit. And then I think we're on to planning this again. I am just gonna go buy blue science though and have a look. And maybe the science outpost. And I guess we should call our train. And have a look at our power. We did plan some more power plants. We haven't finished them. I guess we might as well finish them. That is not the expensive part of it. Couldn't we remove the landfill from this blueprint? We have it in here. It should already be placed. And then the second time we don't have to force places if there's any brick or something on the ground. I think that's an okay idea. I'm gonna do that. All of them done then? I think so. Good. Are there any excuses left? Or is it time to go do science? We could go and grab the extra rocket silos we have made and make labs out of them. But I don't think that's necessary yet. If we can just stockpile some more science, that's just fine. And we can always speed it up at the end when we don't have anything else to do anyway. Blue science is up there. Inputs look good here. And we're outputting some. It's not too great, but whatever. We only needed 25 per second, and I do believe we have that. So this was called uni something, right? 1400 per minute. That sounds like less than I wanted. I think we need 1500 per minute, right? That should be 25 per second. 250 by 6 is 1500, yes. So why are we producing less than I thought? Because, of course, we only get a little bit less copper in than we need. I did think about that and decided it was okay. Maybe it is okay. Or we could upgrade the belts to green. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Are we lacking blue science down here yet? No, we have a lot. So let's not worry about that. Let's go to purple science and start designing some stuff. And I do believe we made this outpost for just that purpose. And yeah, we're gonna go in here. So this was blue science, away with that. Now we do dark purple. Burns out QL bioprocessor. Sure. And from here we wanted to export sulfur as well, I believe, because we make too much. So that's fine. We have a good coverage here, I guess we do now. So if we just take the highest denominator, 7, and just scale everything to that. So we will make 1/7 of the 25 in each setup. I think that's just the easiest way to do it, still. Could go scale by machine, try that for once, but I'm sure I'm gonna make mistakes like that. How is it you do that? Computing by a factory? One. One can make 4 per second. What can 7 make? 28? Good. We should, however, have productivity in there, and we should productivity as much as possible. Which is nothing else, okay. So we need less than 7 now. I guess we didn't have productivity in before either, so that makes sense. One to one of everything, yes. Let's try that. I'm just gonna start from this end, I think. Make some science. That needs those two in. One is made in an electric furnace, one is made in an electronics assembling machine. Electronic assembling machine, please. Thank you. That's not right, is it? This goes down here. I believe. This one takes that one from the electronics assembling, no, from the furnace, yeah. This one just takes something from there, from a wire, down here, take something from a chemical plant. Oh, that still takes methane. How are we doing on methane? Are we not exporting methane anywhere? Need to think about that at some point, but I'm gonna ignore it for now, because now we started this, so let's try and finish it. Hopefully. You make these. They go in there, they go in there, that go in there. Up here we do that one from, not that one. from a green wire thingy, from a copper wire. Down here we do except we need a red wire in here as well. Those can go wherever we want them. Maybe we do this. Red wire. That's not the worst so far. We do need a gas in there, a liquid or whatever in there, naphtha. I guess those are gonna switch places, or maybe even do that. Because we can get this to the end, we can get that to the end, and we can get this to the end. Good. Maybe they're just gonna go further out. We'll see. How is all that? I think that's fine. This is made locally. And it comes from some of the output of this. So I guess we're gonna make that down here somewhere. We need oxygen for that. So we do air splitting somewhere. Potentially like we did with nitrogen for blue signs. And then just bring the oxygen out instead. How much is it? Each. No, we need 213 of that per setup. So that's 213 oxygen from that, from this, all scaled to maybe 10 of these. So 2 to 1 for one setup. And we need 6 or 5 of these setups to get 30 per second. Okay. We'll figure that out at some point, I'm sure. So we get sulfur in here and we get the sulfur dioxide out. I think we need this further out. Let's just take this around there and put this further out. Sure. And we will unbottle methane here. Oh, naphtha in this case, I guess. And methane here. Sounds good. Empty naphtha. Request naphtha. Go for 400, please. Empty methane. Somehow get some oxygen in there. That's the fluids. Then we need to figure all of this other solid resources out. We need the sulfur down here. I'm considering just requesting that from a chest and outputting it to a chest up here. Just because it would be easy. We could also put it on a belt on this side, I guess. I guess we'll consider having all of this space available for belts and stuff. But that's not too bad. We still need it available to the network though, so we can export some of it. And I guess that some of it is the stuff that we can't use here. I guess if we take from this chest, the inserter should be prioritized somewhat over the robots, but that doesn't sound like the greatest idea ever. We could make this a normal chest and only output into a filter inserter if there's enough. We could also output onto a splitter here that prioritizes this belt, but puts into a loader if this belt is full. Maybe I like that. If this was here, could we get under this? Yes. Priority right. One of those there. Give me a loader. Actually, why don't we just load this down here as well? Not that we should need that high throughput, but still. This can be productivity if we want to export even more sulfur. I guess that's an okay idea. And I guess that can be productivity as well, sure. I'm not sure that's going to work though, but we'll see. We wanted this out of here though. Could put it on a belt out here. Thing like that. I was considering loading it though. If we switch these around. Would that be better in any way? Not really. Either have to go under here or under in here. And I guess both of those are fine. I just didn't want to do it like that. Sure. So far so good. Copper goes in here. We need more copper though, right? Yes. But those are the only things we need it for. We don't need a lot of copper. No. So that can share a belt with other stuff. We need more than 30 green circuits. No. So green and copper here. Are we gonna design the input here as well? Sure. Copper and green circuits. No, not from the same thing. Dang it. Is there anything here we need high throughput of? Where inserters might be a problem. 17 of these per second into one machine. That seems to be the highest amount. I could just share a belt of those and load them in them. Oh, this also needs 17. It's all into here, so a loader sounds good. I don't know where I can underground that. Let's wait. We could have a belt there with gold and lead, and then a belt with tin and something else. How many resources is it we need here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 solids. So 5 belts. Can we still beacon from here? Yes, good. If the other things, or the other one thing we needed for here, so 10 was on this belt, that would be good. Let's put this lead and something else on this belt. Of course. What? And then 2 other things, and then tin and something. How about red circuits and plastic on this? And then we need a tin here. And something else. We'll figure out how to actually put these in correctly later. Can we have 10 here though? In the width? Yes, we can. Good. So, tin and something here. Tin plate. And what? Steel, silicon. No, we already had steel somewhere, right? Or did we? Maybe not. Steel, silicon, blue circuits. And something else must be missing as well. This is done on the inner belt, then green. This is done. This is done. This is done. Oh, we have just 3 more, and I said these 2. And blue, that is 3 more. 3 more, sorry. My bad. Steel on this. Then blue circuit. No, not that. Blue circuits. And silicon. We need copper in here. We need green wire in there, and we need to transfer. Let's transfer that. And get red and plastic in. I think we can do that, except we can't do that part. That seems to be a slow setup, so let's do it twice, I guess. Why don't we put all the transfer on the right, actually? Then we need gold, lead, those are both on that belt, and tin for this belt. Transfer from here. Then we need to output only the sulfur. There. And then we transfer that to there-ish. Good. That should be all of the inserters for this part. Okay. This was what? Was it naphtha? Yes, it was. Good. And this was methane. And then we just need a bit of sulfur to start this up. And if we can keep all of that powered from here, that would be awesome. And we need some oxygen here. Good. Then we need blue circuits in here, and that's a little bit difficult. We need green and copper anywhere nearby. We need it for this, yes. But there is fine. And reach still. Gold and lead, I don't think we actually need anywhere else. So this can go away after right here. That probably means we should move it furthest away so we don't have to do weird stuff to reach this all the time. Or have to shove everything in. That sounds like a good plan to me. Have that come out here. And just go in. Problem is we need this to be split up. This built in here. So we would like to split that up as well. Because that would actually be good to load into. So we can do something like that. We need blue circuits in, so this doesn't need to be there anymore. Just need that. And things from red circuits. And things from down here. This one should be done. Then we need... Oh, we need wire in here. I didn't do that. I'm considering just Frankensteining that in, to be honest. Do something like that. Or we move everything down, but I don't want that. This should still be covered from everywhere. Grab copper from there. Is this the last purpose of green and copper? On that one. We do need it for this as well. Okay. Just considering how to get it in here. Maybe this is a good idea. Then we also need this in. But then that can go everywhere we want it to go. Could also move these in. Transfer to there. Still need green in there as well. Why would you grab something you can't insert? What? Okay. That needs to transfer. And that still needs to transfer. Need to transfer this to there, just not this far. And this one goes in there. Do we already have that? No. So this needs green, silicon, steel, and plastic. From all 4 builds, this one needs stuff in. Great. That wasn't the best planning I ever did. If we do something like that. Not sure why I wanted it to face that way, because that's just not the way I wanted it. And then from there to there. And here from there to there. And then empty all of your hands, because you have been compromised. Good. And then transfer that. No productivity here, it seems. No productivity there. We're making stuff, we're making science. Oh, and we need to take care of some more outputs here, of course. It's just... no, we also have some from that one. I think we're just gonna gather all that and bring it somewhere else, though. Or we could put it on a belt all the way down to the bottom here. Or we could do like we did with blue science and put it at the top and build the ores out. Where we did this. Right now this is the worst part. And we would like to at least move it into around here. So that lines up with that. And then we only have the spaces in between these belts to output anything. And I guess if we just move this over 1 tile, then we wouldn't have to worry about the science output. And if we produce something at the end here, we could probably get the ore outputs out as well. Which means we want this to go even further up. And then we can handle our byproducts. We do need to get them here though. Cavalry waste byproduct. And normal. Can reach with the cavalry stuff from here, right? Yes. So we just need to bring the normal stuff. From where? Here. And we could try something like this. How much are we making here? 7.1 and 1.8. And those just make basically 1-to-1 waste byproduct to ore, right? So it might not be 7.1 iron ore, but combined it should be. No, let's do another thing here. This one and this one go by input. So 1.8, I think, becomes 1.8. That makes sense. And 7 point something, 8 maybe. Half and half. It was just 7.1, that's okay. Let's actually do that correctly then, just to be sure. So we get what? 5.4 in 5 setups. So that's less than 30. So we can combine all of that onto one belt each. Even both of the ores onto one belt. Because less of 30 than this of this, and then less than 30 of this. Yes. And then we could just split it at the end or something. So I think outputting onto one belt is an okay idea. Input there, outputs there. You will go near, you will go far. We need this over here to get out. That's almost everything. Probably should have some robot charging and logistic expansion here. Good. I think so. Okay. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.